Good morning, everyone. I'm back, and the marathon session continues. I worked a long day yesterday. My body guy had a personal thing he had to take care of, so I worked most of the day myself. But he came back, and we worked till midnight last night. All right, what did we do? Got this quarter panel mostly finished. There was a discrepancy between the two sides of the mold, the shape here, so that's why there's that cut out there. I've got to push that in, get all that aligned, but the top part is all done with a few minor touch-ups. Let's see, up in front. Put the other wheels on. Had to get some spacers, had issues with the spacers and the lug nuts, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I think we have it fixed. We'll see. I'll have to start up the car and turn the wheel right and left and see what happens. It looks like it's going to have some fender clearance issues. Of course, anyone that's familiar with the C2 Corvettes know that they are the body style has issues with wide tires. So I'll have to deal with that. All right. The bottom section there is roughed in. It'll be finished today to match the other side. And headlights, the headlight shells, I have had them for a while. We're going to have to do some modifications to get them to fit and blend into the body. And then the headlights themselves, I ordered some LED headlights. They came in yesterday. I'm waiting on the Corvette running lights, turn signals for the front. They haven't come in yet. Someone said they couldn't hear. Here's the lights I got off of Amazon. I don't like them. They're a little more pointed than I want. I wanted them flat, but they are functional. They have different wires. You hook up, the multiple wires are, change the color of the LEDs. I'm going to have amber LEDs. So I'll have to look up which wires to connect for amber. No big deal. They do happen to fit really well. There were some beautiful ones with the 4-inch. This is 3.5 inch, but 4-inch just wouldn't fit. So that's gonna look okay. I'm trying to get as far away from the Speed Racer Mach 1 or Mach 5 or whatever the heck it is. I really wasn't a Speed Racer fan. Look, I think this goes back towards it. The flattened ones wouldn't, but again, it's just got to be done. Let's see. Oh, here's the wheel opening with the wheel. The issue is going to be right here, right there. It's tight. I'm gonna have to cut this out. Hopefully it'll still work, but of course I can always open this more. It's just this gets a lot of strength from this extra lip right here, and if I cut away that lip, it loses some of that strength. But this does not have a lip here, and it's not moving at all. So this thing's pretty solid. So anyway, what I'll have to do is I'll have to cut this open and figure out what's going to be the issue. The concern is going to be when I'm making a hard turn and I hit a bump. Obviously, I don't want the tire to rub the fender. So I have to trim the fender, figure out what that takes. That vent opening on the other side is not done. We haven't straightened out these vents. Okay, previously I handmade this piece that goes here. I liked it, but I needed to make one for the other side, and this took a lot of time. I had the molds with the section already done, so it was a choice between making another one of these from scratch, a mirror image of this from scratch, or taking the ones off the mold. Decided to take the ones off the mold. They're slightly different shape. So what the issue is, if you look, it doesn't match where I previously made. This is a lot higher. It comes up faster. So what I did was I went ahead and bonded it to the body of the car, and then I'm forcing it to take the curve that I need it to curve. The way I'm doing that is this actually was even lower. I got a screw, I drilled a hole smaller than the screw threads, and then I rounded the end of a screw. And then I came in and turned the screw, and every time I turned the screw, it raised it up a little bit. Now the problem with these screws is they run out of threads. There's no threads there. So what I'm going to have to do is take this, loosen this, open this up, loosen this, get a piece of wood, and then I can use a piece of metal on top of it if I want. Although I don't think it'll be necessary since I rounded the tip of the screw. And then every time I turn the screw, it raises this up. Once I get this up to the right height, then I'll open this up, fiberglass a spacer in there to hold this part in place. And then after that fiberglass is cured, I'll come in here and push this down to the right place. And then I can use a screw like it's normally meant to be used to pull that down until it matches, and do the same thing, open it up, fiberglass the spacer in there, and that'll put this at the right curve. And of course the reason I did that is because this other piece already exists, and this curve I did to match that other piece. So it was a 6 of one, half a dozen the other, which is faster. One thing actually a couple of things we might not get to, the door panel. No one came up with any brilliant suggestions on what to do about opening and closing the door, since the door handle comes out when I make that modification. I did just realize this morning when I woke up, I went, wait a minute, the doors are battery operated. If you have a dead battery, you've got to be able to get in the car somehow. So I'm going to Google how do you get into a Corvette when the battery's dead, and I bet there's some kind of cable or something somewhere that'll allow you to get into the car. I don't know, I'll have to check and see. Oh, that's right, it is. It's up underneath that that piece. I'll have to check and I have to make sure we didn't cover up the access to that. It's hidden, so it shouldn't be an issue. So there we go, I solved that problem. Anyway, the door skin, that's going to take a while to do. The real thing is that tunnel on the other side. It might not get done on this side just because of the amount of time. You can see that's just open. It doesn't have that contour, and this part goes away. Or here, this big hump goes away. Worst came to worst, I could take it like this, honestly. Clean this up. It's all going to be black primer, I think, at this point. So I could just do it in black primer, take it like this. What I'm thinking about doing to kind of cover up the fact that it's not finished is to say, hey, you know, this is a prototype. We're testing out potential customer reaction to the different design options. So which side do you like better? Which fit do you like better? And then maybe offer a drawing where we, at the end of the event, we draw and I don't know, give 20 bucks, 50 bucks, whatever. I have no clue what it takes to make people happy on that. Anyway, do that, and that way we'll get some feedback on the different designs. I'll ask them, which side do you like better? Which vent do you like better? What would you change on the car? And then, of course, promote Shade Tree Supercar. All right, I think that's it. Oh yeah, mounting those modules. Got to figure out what to do about that. Anyway, lots of little things, but we're making some phenomenal progress. You can see that the two sides are getting closer to looking like each other. I'll have to stand back and see what I think about that with the C8 door. I don't like that door. I don't like all the extra origami folds in it, but I don't know, we'll see. All right, so like, subscribe, hit the alert, hit the thanks to donate. And if you don't think I'm going to make it this event with this car, you don't know Jack. See you next time. Bye.